Shu.
Hi, how are you?
What are you doing?
This is the website for finding a cheap ticket to Japan. And it's very expensive, you see.
We can't go right now. So what do you miss more about Japan right now?
Maybe ramen.
Ramen? You want to have ramen?
Yes.
Maybe you can find something on the internet to make at home. So after talking with Shu, I went to the internet to see how to make ramen.
And we went to a supermarket.
Yes, this was the local supermarket where we went.
Yes.
To buy the ingredients. So we bought some
It's a
pork feet and
leek.
That is used for absorbing the
Odor,
smell.
This is soy milk without any sugar added.
Yes, that is very important.
Do you have a pressure cooker?
Yeah, we do have a pressure cooker. That is a very old one.
Really?
Yes, very old one.
Can you show me? Can you explain me what this is?
A pressure cooker.
Really?
Yes.
But it doesn't look like the pressure cooker which I know.
It's an old pressure cooker. Then we have to cool down the pressure cooker so we don't get serious burn when we open it.
This time we boiled just to wash a pork feet and chicken bones. And we threw away the water. We washed the chicken bone and pork feet, washed the pan as well. So that's all we got?
Yeah?
We can finally cook broth, and we now are putting all the ingredients we have into the pan.
So we have to cool down again the pan so you can remove what we just made. So we have to remove all the chicken bones and pork feet and vegetables that are for throwing away, not for consumption, because all you want is the broth that is in here. Here's some flavor. To cut all the ingredients to make the topping and the soup for the ramen. So we have to cut onions, carrots, ginger, garlics, and here it is all the ingredients that we use in that night. So we have the pure soy milk with no sugar added, and seasonings,
salt and pepper, soy sauce and oyster sauce.
So this is the broth from the other day that we made with the pork feet, and this is the result. It becomes kind of a gelatin. So we started to make the soup for the ramen. So we're going to add some of the ingredients to make the soup. Basically the carrots and the onions and some garlic, I think, that we had at the time, and even the pear that we found, the pear that was needed to be used. So in the end we end up mixing everything with the hand mixer, so we make a very light broth with all the vegetables. Then we're going to make some mixed with the soy sauce and the broth of the pork feet, and we're going to add to the broth that we made with the vegetables.
What does it taste like?
It's interesting flavor. Then we have some soy sauce and oyster sauce to the broth. And we had some dashi, that is a Japanese bonito powder from the fish. So get some better flavor on it because it has the very... Now it has a flavor that reminds me a little bit of that ramen that we tasted back in
Fukuoka.
in Fukuoka, yes.
We are now making noodles.
So now we are making the topping of the ramen, cutting the meat and frying the vegetables that we are going to place in the top of our ramen.
Finally, food presentation.
Well, we try to make some food presentation in here.
And I made fried garlic.
It gives a crunchy and such a nice flavor into the ramen.
Thank you very much.
I thank you.
So shall we start?
Shall we start?
Okay.
To taste this homemade ramen.
Homemade in Portugal.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching the first episode of Cuckoo Parrot.
Yeah, this was our first ever try of making a vlog.
I hope you enjoyed.
It was very fun for us to make it. We tried so many scenes and cut scenes before we got
Yes,
to
we
the
did.
right place.
By the way, what happened to the broth we made?
I have no idea.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Hi, I'm Patty,
I'm Sue.
and together we are Cuckoo Parrot,
No.
the Cuckoo Parrot channel. I hope you enjoy. Now it looks weird. I'm Patty.
I'm Sue.